Morning. So today I'm going to try to install this K9 rack. So it's a rear ladder for the Discovery 4. Hopefully it goes well. Apparently it says 2 hours, but generally 2 hours for me means about 4. So we'll see how we go. The dreaded instructions. Is it bad that step 1, I have no idea what they're talking about? Look at that. Step 1. What is that picture? It's going to be a bad day. So apparently that is that. Step 1. So now you've got to gently remove this rubber locking grommet. I hope these instructions get better, but that's step 2. So step 3, we'll just start at one end and gently pull the door panel off. So I'm guessing this here, it's got to come off without breaking it. This part here, I've just put my fingers in behind where the lock mechanism is and just seems to have pulled out. I'll just show you. In here, it's started to come away. So hopefully, oh, it sounded positive. Oh. Let's just see if we can gently. Give me a second, I think I need 2 hands. So I'm just working my way along this edge. Just put your fingers in as far as you can and just keep prying it out. And there's little white, I don't know, studs, I suppose, that clip in. So hopefully, I just work my way around. We might get this whole thing off in one piece. Oops, I'll grab that. I think that's done the job. All right, looks like this is the last little bit, hopefully. We're nearly there. I might just get 2 hands onto this one so I don't just break on this panel. What I've found is if you just put your hand up in the back here, and you can actually sort of pull it off like that. And that will give us our back panel. And I think I've actually managed to keep it all in one piece. Only one clip fell off, which I can replace. There we go. Back panel is off. And arguably looks nothing like the instructions. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a T30 star head. That's just what I've used to remove the rear light assembly bolts, or screws I should say. Just those 3 there. So we'll take that off and we'll see how we go. That's what step 5 done. So I've just used a impact driver and a T30 bit to remove those 1, 2, 3. Just found with the impact driver, it just came out a lot easier. Step 5, undo retaining bolts with 10mm wrench. So I have a 10mm socket, and we're talking about that one and that one, just under your tailgate where you've taken the cover off. Remove those. 6. Unclip electrical plugs, press down and pull apart. Maybe that one? Or that one? Or that one. I'm guessing it's this one, so we can take off the rear light assembly. So I think that's the one there. We just want to get this bit off here so we can put the rack in behind it, the ladder. So I think we'll try this one. This next step is actually super simple. It is that first grey one. I'll just show you what to do. It's very easy. This little bit here, this tab, you just push that in, just get in there. That just slides apart like that. Easy done. 7, lift off door handle carefully as to not damage the vehicle. Let's have a look. Let's put this down. This worries me. I might just put the camera down to see if I can get it loose. I also think I might need to undo some more clips. Anyway, let's have a look. All right, amateur hour. So I managed to undo 2 bolts and not 3. So I'll just do the third bolt. That one in there, it's going to cause a problem. Those 2 are off. We've got 1 off, 2 off, and I forgot about the 3rd one. So we'll do that. Hopefully it'll come off a bit easier. Take 2. This might be a bit easier with all the bolts out now. It's loose. Just seems to be stuck in here. Let me have a look. All right, so step 4 says undo with the star driver retaining bolts. So I can only see 2 in that picture. I was assuming there was 2. Allegedly there's actually 3. So if you have a look just underneath the rubber weather strip, you'll see a 3rd star head that needs to come out. Hence my difficulties in getting it off. So on the instructions, it looks like there's a couple. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a sneaky 4th one, which is holding on that whole mechanism, which is giving me headaches. So there's a tip. All right, so with that extra star head out, it really just pop off. Oh, there we go. I think I might need to remove or undo a couple more clips so this can come off. Leave it with me, I'll be back. So yes, tip, this one here, this brown one, needs to also come undone. Otherwise, this unit is not coming off. So I will do that and see how we go. Okay, so this little brown wire needs to be also disconnected. Sorry about it being out of focus. What you'll see is if you just put a screwdriver down inside that little hole there, it will actually pop clean off very easily. So don't pull it, a little flat blade screwdriver, and I'll try and mark it on. A bit tricky to film, but if you just put a flathead screwdriver in that top section, just under that flap there, and what you'll find is that it just comes straight off the clip. Step 8 here is really self-explanatory. Basically, this plug will just fit through the hole nice and easily in the back of the door. We have the K9 rack. Comes with the really grouse instructions. And I'll just unpack this and we'll get started. Ladder. It looks pretty good quality. It's got like a rough sort of paint, I guess, on it, like a textured paint. And that'll have to go. Can't have yellow on the black car. And underneath, it's just got like a foam to protect the car. Don't know how good a job that'll do, but it's a decent amount of foam. And the same thing where it mounts onto the fitting we just took off, that big rear camera housing, I suppose you'd say, and the open and close button. So comes with that and this piece here, which I have no idea where that goes yet. Step 9, raise the back door slot ladder. All right, I'll just give this a quick clean as well. I've cleaned all the back of the car here to make sure we don't have any dust between the ladder and the car, but I think we'll just get rid of some of that as well. I've just slotted in the ladder. I needed 2 hands, so I couldn't film the process, but I will talk you through it. The best way to do it without actually scratching your car. So when you lay it in, I would lay it in closer to the left of the car, because it's a wider opening. And once you get the actual lip down inside the car, then slide it across to the driver's side. so it actually then lines up at the back with your holes, etc. So you'll see from underneath here, what I did was put it on here and then just slid the whole rack across to that point. And what you can do, sorry for my hands there, but if you just put your fingers underneath here and then just push it up into place, and it actually seats really well, very easily. Well, it's looking all right. So I think where the issue that I've read about before is these holes lining up. If you can see there, we're sort of a bit out. But whenever you put weight on the ladder, you can almost align those holes perfectly. So I think we're in a pretty good spot here. And just to show you the clearance up on the back of the car, it's actually quite good. It's close, but it doesn't catch, which is good. Step 11, left-hand hinge bolt. So what they're going to do, that left-hand hinge bolt here, undo that one, and we're going to actually slide this bracket up in place and then put the bolt back through, and that is actually going to, sorry about my hands, is actually going to hold, can you see that? Holds the ladder in place so it doesn't slide off. It's actually quite clever. This one you'll actually need a ring spanner so you can fit it up inside, up in here, and we'll remove that and install this locking bracket. Just loosen it, use your fingers, it was quite easy to get out. Okay, once you've used your 13mm ring spanner, this is the hinge bolt. Slides through here. Then we'll just replace it back up in here and it will hold that bracket via that hinge. 12 and 13 completed. You can see up here, bolt's been replaced, and our bracket sits on there. It holds the ladder in place. So this next few stages that I'm reading from the forums can be a bit tricky. It's hold the ladder in place, sounds good. Align ladder with door holes and replace the door handle. Apparently the foam is quite thick and can make this a bit of a challenge, but we'll see how we go. So we'll knock these steps off. Right, well, that's been the hardest bit yet. They say, simply align the holes with the ladder and refit the nuts. But because you've got the foam between that little panel you've taken off and the ladder, you can't get enough thread to bite the nut onto it. So what I found, and I'll just show you what I did, was to put these ones back in first. And what I found was that actually pulled the unit closer to the car, which then enabled you to be able to, I guess, push this over, because it's sort of, when you do the bottom ones, it pulls it out a little bit. So what happens is, put your bottoms in, tighten them up, and then keep pushing this in and pulling down on the ladder. And eventually the screws will come through enough through here that you can actually get a thread on. And you'll find it really stressful, but take it easy. It will come. But yeah, put these 3 in once you get it basically situated, and you can see the gold bolts coming through the holes. And from that point, you should be able to maneuver it a little bit and manipulate it and get it all in. So I'll just put these last couple of bolts in. I think we're getting very close. Okay, 18, let's just put the clips back together. I'll do that, and then we have to worry about trying to get this rear panel door on. So back door panel, just put those plastic white clips back in the right spots, line it up, and I'd argue just give it a whack in each spot as you go around the door, just giving it a whack here. Just keep thumping it, and yeah, it just clips in easy. Final 2 pieces, just that screw back in and the rubber locking grommet around the mechanism there, and I think. Okay, let's try it out. Hey, there we go, she works. Excellent. There we go, job done.